Do you need to work on your career? Need help to stand out in your workplace? That was me until I started a personal knowledge management system for my career. In this video, I'll explain the 5 key reasons PKMS became my ladder to success and how it can do the same for you. Don't believe me? Let's see what Stephen Bartlett says in his amazing book, The Diary of a CEO, The 33 Laws of Business and Life. He believed in 5 buckets that people have to fill to reach success. What you know, your knowledge. What you can do, your skills. Who you know, your network. What have you got, your resources. What the world thinks of you, your reputation. He believed it begins with acquiring knowledge through formal education like school, university, and work. When this knowledge is applied practically, it turns into skills. Having both knowledge and skills increases professional value and expands your network. With knowledge, skills, and a growing network, access to more resources is gained. Ultimately, possessing knowledge, skills, a valuable network, and resources leads to developing a solid reputation. Filling these buckets is your route to getting promotions. A personal knowledge management system is a method to fill that knowledge bucket and help you fill others. Knowing this would have helped me so much more in my 20s. This is why I'm sharing it with you to help you in your career. My name is Siv, and after 20 years in the investment technology industry in London, I want to share what I've learned about personal knowledge management systems to help others. Every year, my company made me do a list of objectives. The objectives helped align the business goals to your job objectives. I'm doing this year after year, hoping that meeting my objectives would help me achieve promotions. After talking to my mentor, I realized all senior executives have their own objectives. The purpose was to define their career and help make decisions to align towards. He showed me his black book where he kept his objectives. At this point, I created a Word document that eventually became my PKMS. When I started using PKMS, I created a section for my career objectives. I called it my career compass, helping to direct me in my career. My career compass template included the following section: career vision, where do I want to go, objectives, short-term goals, 1-2 years, medium-term goals, 3 to 5 years, and long-term goals, 5+ years. If these align with your corporate objectives, great, but sometimes they don't, and it's in your interest and your responsibility to make decisions to deliver the career you want. Key skills and knowledge areas to develop. Using PKMS, I would identify gaps in my knowledge. I listed the skills I needed to develop or improve to achieve my goals, and identify the knowledge areas I needed to focus on. Plan for skill, knowledge, and development. I listed out any courses, workshops, or training programs I plan to undertake. I also listed out any self-learning methods I will use, like reading and online courses. Networking and professional relationship. This was a plan for action to expand my network, such as attending events and joining professional groups. I also plan to apply projects, roles, and positions aligning with my goals to help build out my network. As a result of having a career compass that needed to be aligned with a corporate objective, I could boost my visibility within and outside the company and increase my chance of getting promotion. Remember to like this video if you found it useful. Subscribe if you would like more techniques, tools, and hacks for building your personal knowledge management system. In my 20s, corporate companies loved sending me to training courses. Coming out of university, I knew how to study and pass exams without thinking. But as time went on, I never really applied these things that I learned, and over time I'd forget about them until I needed them, which meant going back into training notes and remembering what I learned. I should have applied this training to my role, company, and industry in my PKMS. Once I started capturing my training notes into my PKMS, I organized and enhanced the information with knowledge I learned from my job. This helped me improve my retention of the training materials and helped me understand how to apply them. When it came to meetings, I could answer in more detail and provide more solutions. Some tips I found useful are: start with a Word document, create a table of contents, and start adding your training notes into it. Within 2 years, I had 300 pages of notes based on my work. Summarize critical concepts in your own words. Rather than copying and pasting, I tried to summarize where possible to help recall, linking them to related ideas. When I summarize, I add context to my job, company, and industry, which helps me actively apply and develop ideas. Learning and training and applying it to your next role will give you a head start when promotion time comes. When we start our careers, we get a lot of tasks usually done by the person before us. Repeating the same tasks means we are not adding additional value to the company. I wrote down every step I did to complete a task. Once I started writing these down, I started asking questions. What is the business value of what I'm doing? What problems are there, and how do other companies solve this problem? How can I do this more efficiently? When we enter information into a PKMS, we naturally evaluate and ask questions. To answer these questions, we start researching and analyzing. The results of this research can be added back into our system. In addition, I use each step as an opportunity to learn something new. If I had to use a system or platform, I tried to learn everything I could about the system. If I had to work with another department, I would learn what that department did and understand their issues. If there are issues with the system, I would learn how to fix them. Research and analyzing your job role helps you get opportunities elsewhere. I worked on various projects as part of my job. I followed the tasks the project manager set for me and completed the project. But when it came to running my projects, I didn't know how to run a project, and more importantly, how to run it effectively. So in my PKMS, I kept the key project details and timelines organized. This helped me improve my task organization by breaking down projects into smaller, manageable tasks and subtasks. This breakdown helped organize the workflow, set priorities, and track progress more effectively. After the project is complete, it becomes a repository of knowledge and experience that I can reference for future projects. Running and delivering projects is a great way to show that you have the skills to take the next step in your career. One of the core skills I needed to learn earlier was networking and building relationships. I would meet people from different departments and companies, but didn't take the time to build relationships with them. Before the days of LinkedIn, I would keep details of my network on my PKMS. LinkedIn tracks all network movements these days, but I still keep notes on meetings with people to remember key points and follow-ups. Remember, your network can consist of mentors, stakeholders, and people you have met at conferences. Having an extensive network made it easier to discover new job opportunities, gain career advice, and increase your chances of being recommended for your next role. Thanks for watching this video. In this video, I've shared the importance of using your PKMS in your career. So start writing down what you know next time you're at work. Check out this video to start your PKMS journey.